Hello, teacher. Today I am going to talk to you about medicine in ancient Greece. Introduction. Illnesses was actually considered a divine punishment in ancient Greece, meaning that it was considered like a punishment but for good in Greece, like a kind of religious punishment but for good. But at the same time, it was a gift from gods. Greek medical practitioners began to take interest in regards to the body and explore connections between cause and effect and how to know the symptoms to the illness itself and the success or failure of several, and to identify the success and failure of several different treatments. The two main purposes that encouraged doctors to promote health were sports and military activity. Greek views on health. Medicine was not considered a uniform body of knowledge. Instead, it was considered a diverse collection of methods and beliefs. Greek doctors constantly got worried about the effects of, for example, if they had a diet, they were concerned about the effects they had. There are two main concepts the doctors defined, which they are Asclepius, which means a considered dispenser of healing but also highly skilled practical doctor, and the other concept is Epidaurus, which means to give patients advice through their dreams, and which side practitioners so they can act upon it. Doctors and practitioners. There were no professional qualifications for medical practitioners in ancient Greece, which means anyone could be themselves a doctor and travel around to the world to see patients. There were also the Spartans, which they had a responsibility in medical care, which they had to use their professional army. Most of the treatments came from plants, herbs, roots, and yeah, those were the ones that were commonly used. And surgery was something that was avoided. Like it was people tried to avoid, doctors tried to avoid it because they considered it dangerous. Medical treatments in war. In war, besides getting wounds, like fixing the wounds from the soldiers, doctors also had to deal with health problems such as malnutrition, fever, hypothermia, dehydration, and typhoid. Medical practitioners had to know the importance of removing bodies such as arrowheads in order to clean them properly if necessary. Also, Greek doctors had to know if it was important the importance of stopping excessive blood loss. Discoveries and developments. As time passed, doctors had to acquire basic knowledge of human anatomy. In those times, Greek doctors did something that is called animal dissection, which is that basically they kill the animal and open the body, which is cruel actually. And this was useless. Actually, this is considered useless. And at the same time, doctors believed that the inner body changed on contact with the air and light. Nowadays, it is considered cruel to use animals for this purpose. And the lack of knowledge of the doctors has caused a lot of failure in this process. Like, for example, there was this belief that there was a belief Aristotle had, which was that the heart and the brain could not control the body, which resulted to be not which resulted to be false. My opinion to this topic is that I think it's incredible, all the discoveries they've made in ancient Greece. I think it's incredible, all the medical discoveries doctors have made in ancient Greece throughout history. Well, and I personally think that if doctors wouldn't have discovered all of this, more people would be dying of different diseases. Like, for example, of cancer and other diseases. And of course, medicine would be a lot less advanced. Also, I think it's incredible how people treated soldiers with wounds in war, because in order to do that, it requires a lot of practice and knowledge. However, something I must say is that I think it's really cruel to do animal dissection, because it's cruel for the animal and unfair for the animal, because an animal, no person or animal deserves to be treated that way. Also, I think it is quite dangerous that some doctors didn't know the results of some procedures, and that causes failure, and that's extremely dangerous, I think. And to conclude, I must say that in medicine in ancient Greece, there are some things that could have been improved, but in general, most of it was very good. This is the link I used to get the information. And yes, that's all. Thank you.